What up YouTube, it's Misery It's Company. In today's video, we're jumping into Kion's Ordeal and why it is such a awesome thing and a privilege to be able to do as an Immortal. That's right, this activity or this content within Diablo Immortal is actually gated behind the ability of you being an Immortal. This is not something any Shadow can do, and you do actually get the ability of getting a guaranteed legendary item, a guaranteed legendary chest, and even a chance at selecting a section of legendary essence that you would like to target for your class. So there's a lot of benefits of doing it, and you can do it on a daily basis. You do only get the legendary crest once a week though, but that's comparable to the Shadow Wars if you at least win one as a Shadow. So without further ado guys, let's get straight to the video because this is going to be a new addition to our beginner's guide series because Kion's Ordeal is not something you're going to want to miss out on. So let's get straight to the video. All right, so we are jumping into Kion's Ordeal. This is a very, very large-scale raid. If I go to my raid here, you can see there are several different groups that you can go and spin through. Yeah, lots of 4 times 12. Do some quick math. I can't. My brain's fried from work, so we'll go ahead and pull up a calculator. So 4 times 12, maximum people is 48. 48-person raid. Pretty big. So, and by raid, I mean it's a literal raid. Now, it is, I don't want to say suffering, but it is part of the whole, like, you know, you get pre-assigned to a group and then the raid leaders can move you if you need to. But basically, there's, if you look on the map at the top right corner, you can see there's 4 different bosses. So we got one up here, one down there, one over here, and then one over there. They all, and their health are over here. You can see we have basically a 9-minute countdown from the time you enter. You can see several people are going to be entering the raid. And the idea is that you go with your group. So obviously 3 of my group members are over here. So that's where I'll be going. That way they can benefit from my buffs and vice versa. Now the idea is that you try to kill these as close to the same time as possible, because otherwise the other ones like sort of enrage and get more damage done to you, which in the very early seasons or days of Kion's Ordeal, it's not really a big problem. Like the recommended CR for the raid that we're doing right now, I think we're in week 2 or week 3, is only like 1,400 or 14,000, which is pretty low considering I'm sitting at 21,000 and I'm not even, I would say, like, I mean, I don't even have all my gear at level 20. So, you know, I'm probably like slightly average, I would guess, because I probably have a little bit higher resonance than most people, but my gear leveling is a little lower. Same with my ancestral properties and maybe even my Heliquary being at level 44. Could be average. I have no idea. You guys tell me. I've always been told I was above average, if you know what I mean. But whatever, you guys know what I'm talking about. So the Kion's Ordeal is a really actually fun event. If you do it every week at least once, you're guaranteed a legendary item. But every day you do it, you're guaranteed, I'm sorry, I said a legendary item, a legendary crest. You get one of those every week, but every day you complete Kion's, and you can only do it once a day, you're guaranteed a legendary piece of gear. Now, you get that after you beat your boss and everyone else is, beat their boss. A little chest will spawn near you. So you do want to kind of keep in mind if you're running around a lot that you don't want to lose your chest. It'll be shipped to your mail, but, you want to see it. Which you'll see in this video once we actually get to fighting the bosses when the raid lead, if you will, starts or initiates it, one of the officers. Now, after that, in this little circle, we all come up here and I guess I could even click begin, but everyone, they'll start with 4 different circles that you can stand in that gives you the ability of choosing a legendary. And then within that, if you're used to WoW, you basically /R and then, well, that's ready check, but you basically /roll, and then you go from either 0 to 100, and you can actually have the opportunity, whoever rolls the highest wins the piece of gear, whoever was standing in that circle. So for example, if me and 3 of my friends or my alliance mates or guild mates are standing in the circle, then we will have a chance, a 1 in 4 chance, if you will, to roll the highest number. Highest number gets the legendary gear for the circle you're standing in. Again, we'll see all that here in a second. This is also going to serve as a sneak peek. Stunned as soon as I walk up, a sneak peek to a build that I am very excited to share with you guys, because I finally unlocked all the legendary essences needed to do it. For the Crusader, I've actually very much enjoyed the Crusader. It's a class that, being fully transparent, I was not excited to go back to, but I have very much enjoyed it. You can see the health, so we're flying through ours. Somebody else has already beat theirs. We beat our boss. Again, we are way over the CR cap. And then every week or farther you get on in your progression as an immortal, because again, this can only be done as an immortal, it gets more and more difficult. And this is, you know, all the different things it shows you. So they're about done. I think I should have enough time to make it to them. Well, I'll stay here so you can see the chest you get. So we'll stay here, and then boom, there's my chest. I'm going to go ahead and open it. Victory was ours. Yeah. So let's go and see what we get. So boom, I did get shoulders, which is something I want. You can see we got some aspirant keys, which I forgot you get, as well as some other gear and some scrap materials. So all in all, very much worth doing. I don't think that was the shoulders I was looking for. It's not. Man, I really want the shoulders that buff the duration of your horse, because my God, that is one that I need to finish off the other build that I want to use and show you guys for the Crusader, which is the best farming build, which is pretty sick. And I can't wait to hopefully get that essence today, which is why we're also doing Kion's Ordeal. Now, again, you see a countdown right here before we start getting gifts from Kion, potentially. I don't know. I actually don't know the lore. So you can see there's shoulders here. There's a chest piece, pants, and then a helm. Now, I will show you after each of these rounds, because there is 4 of them. But basically, you want to stand on the one you want. Again, I am farming for a certain shoulder piece that I do not have yet. And unfortunately, neither of the 2 that I recently got are the right ones. So I'm going to stand here. And so far, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people. 7 people that will be rolling on this, which is kind of a lot. So I'm down to 6. 5. Nope, 6, 7. Oh my God. 2 people, whatever, you get the idea. So we're going to go and see here in 21 seconds is the countdown what we get in terms of a roll, and it'll pop up in the middle of the screen. You don't have to do anything. You just stay in the circle by the end of the countdown, and that's it. Now, so here's the countdown from 10 seconds. But and usually what we do is if you've already gotten a legendary, we ask that you leave. That way you give someone else the opportunity of getting another one. So I rolled a 61, but the highest points rolled was 107. So obviously you can roll over 100. So he won a piece of shoulder. So that's where you can sort of, select or target a very specific legendary, or at least legendary slot with this. So now you can see we only have 4 again, and this is the second round of gifts. Now this is important. I'll explain why later, but this one is main hand. This one's offhand. This one's offhand again. And then we have main hand again down here. I think I have almost all the ones that I want. I guess I'll go offhand. I don't know. And in some cases, even better, like if we were, I don't think anyone's being aggressive with like actually leaving after they get a legendary. Some people just do that, but I'll just go for offhand, because there are a couple offhands that I would want for my Crusader, but I do have at least 2, basically the 2 main hands that I would want. And there's a couple different offhands that I could benefit from. But really, we are here for the shoulders. Now, the reason I said it's important that you know there's only 4 here right now is that on round 3 and 4, there are actually 6. Well, 6 slots available. So every single slot will have an availability. So helmet, chest, shoulders, pants, main hand, offhand. 1 of each. You could stand on. All right, I rolled a 50. Highest was 96. So again, you might go this whole time and not even get one, but you can do this every single day as an immortal, or I guess most days. I'm actually not sure at what frequency at which you can do this, but yeah. All right, so let's see. I really want shoulders, so I'm going to go straight back up here to shoulders. Hopefully, obviously, with more of them, you can see there's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So shoulders, chest, pants, main hand, offhand, helmet, and shoulders. And again, shoulders is what we're looking for, but the 3rd and 4th one have all the options, whereas the first 2 have very select options. So obviously the longer you go, there's a better chance of people getting spread out and potentially you getting a new legendary item. Ultimately, I do my best to do these. Your officers in your clan can actually set up the times at which you do that. Typically, we do these at 5, 9, and midnight o'clock server time. So I'm currently recording at the 9 p.m. server time because that's just what fits my life schedule the best. All right, so 10-second cooldown, and then we'll see what our roll is, and then we will go to the 4th round. I did not get a legendary from these the last time either, like the last Kions I did, so I'm probably due for an upgrade. Oh, that one was close. 47, highest was 68. But we get one more attempt, and I will be standing on the shoulders again, because that is what we are going for. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, yeah, I got my activities. Oh, that's not what I wanted. This one. Boom. Got my Kions. So I still need to do 2 more. I can do my bounties as well as my Mad King's Breach, and that'll get me my 9 of 9 for the day for my Immortal dailies. All right, so there's only 3 of us. Only 3 in the shoulders. Now 4. Now 5. Now 4. So I really would love the shoulders that give you the increased duration for your horse, because it's right now farming is a little slow with only having the one I have. I do have Vithus, at least 2-piece to get an. What? Did I lose? Did I replace my second Vithus? Dang it! I did somehow. Well, that ain't right. Man, all right, well, after this, I got to go use some of my crystals so I can at least craft my second Vithus, the second piece of Vithus, because as you can see, I have 1, and I'm not getting my 30% duration, so that is stink. Wow, that was a terrible roll. So 25 is the one I rolled. The highest was a 32, and we still lost. So no bueno there. You go ahead and leave Kion's, and that's basically it. Now, again, this is only as an Immortal. No additional, no shadows are able to do this massive raid. As you can see, this is in the Hall of Ascension, which is only accessible via being an Immortal. So go ahead and leave the hall, and then we're going to go ahead and identify our shoulders and see if we get any upgrades. Obviously, it's not the shoulders that I want, but it's okay. We'll go in to see what upgrades we have available to us, and then that's going to do it for today's video, guys. I think this is especially important to note that you can basically select your legendaries with the new class coming. It's going to be very quick that people are going to realize which legendaries are the best. So make sure you're subscribed to this channel if you do want to see which legendary essence is the best for the Blood Knight, because I will be sure to share that with you all. And then we will be, if we're still Immortal by the time in next week, then we will of course be doing Kions every single day in order to get the free legendary from the chest, as well as the attempt at getting a targeted one as well. So this actually might bump us up. It sure will not. Darn it. Oh yeah, I did. Got us level 2. Sick. Love that for us. All right, so now I'm going to go and craft my my other 2-piece Vithus, since I'm just a big ol' L when it comes to apparently selling the wrong one. But like I said, guys, that's going to do it for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, smash that like button. This is going to be added to our Beginner's Guide series, because Kions is one of those kind of different content that you can do in Diablo Immortal, but it is kind of time-gated or gated in general by being an Immortal. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Let me know if there's anything you want to see next time. And until next time, guys, lock it in.